Hey guys, it's Caden. Today is Tuesday, September 20 something. I want to say 24th. Yeah, Tuesday, September 24th. I just got out of class and it's been a very long day. I'm actually waiting for my car to warm up right now, hence why I figured, hey, I might as well do a video because some things have occurred. So the last time I went to the doctor, which was last week, Thursday ish, um, I was told I had to go see a high risk doctor because I was on T for about 2 months while pregnant that I didn't know about. Um, Obviously, I covered that in my last video. So, um, when I went to that particular doctor's appointment, they didn't want to give me a sonogram because they figured that it wasn't going to be they weren't going to be able to have a conclusive idea of what the baby's gender would be, especially if it was a girl, because testosterone has shown to affect female or XX baby chromosomes, or I'm sorry, genitalia. So I had to wait 5 long, agonizing, painful, terrible, horrible days to find out, what was going on. So this morning was my appointment. I went to the doctor and I got to see my baby, which was crazy. Um, there was a lot of movement. Like every time the guy tried to get a good picture, the baby would flip around and move. It was great, but all the according to them, the ultrasound is very normal. Um, Everything where it's supposed to be, all the limbs, all the blood is flowing to the brain correctly, heart's doing great, yada yada yada. I spoke to the doctor, and she let me know that I am actually not high risk. My pregnancy is just like any other pregnancy, um, which to me is good news. I don't usually like being normal, but in this situation, I am more than happy to be normal. What else? We did find out the gender of the baby, or the sex of the baby. I'm sorry. The sex of the baby is female. Um, there doesn't seem to be any masculinization of the genitalia. And according to the doctor, if it hasn't happened at this point, chances are that it won't happen because I'm not on testosterone. I have not been for almost a month now, anyway. Um, because testosterone does not have a long lifespan in the body, hence why trans men have to take their shot every week because after a while the body stops. It doesn't naturally produce that much, so estrogen starts to take over. Yada 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 yada. So they actually had to do two ultrasounds to find out the gender because when I asked about the gender, immediately when I said, well, can we find out the sex of the baby flipped and laid on its stomach. So he couldn't really get a good picture of her crotch, which I found very weird, by the way. Like, they take a picture of the baby's crotch and they, like, zoom in on him. And then he gave me, like, 4 still shots of my baby's twat. I didn't want to see that. Well, I wanted to see it, but I didn't need it. I'm not going to frame it. Isn't that child pornography, even if it's still in the womb? I'm going to say it is. I'm going with it is. I don't know. At any rate, Elijah and I have come up with a name. We already had names. We had names picked out. And I wanted boy vibes, but the more I think about it, the more excited. I'm just happy that everything's normal. And I'm okay with a girl. Everybody has their preference as to what they want. But I'm perfectly fine as long as I have a healthy girl. So her name is going to be. Now, this is not definitive, but pretty definitive. Her name's going to be Azalea Sky. Azalea first name, Sky last name, and y'all don't need to know my last. I mean, not last name, middle name, and y'all don't need to know my last name. That's too much information. So from now on, I get to go just to my regular um, doctor or family practice, or the obstetrician, and proceed as with everything as normal. And that is a big, huge, wonderful ass relief. Um, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's weird how I went from one person to another. What I mean to say is, before I knew I was pregnant, I was one person, and now all I can think about is doing better and the safety of my kid. And I haven't even met this kid yet, but I do know that she's gonna be gorgeous. Why is she gonna be gorgeous? I mean, and y'all have seen pictures of my husband. I mean, let's be honest here. We ain't cut from no ugly cloth or nothing like that. So, I just hope she's not light skinned, because light skinned women, they feel privileged. Don't let them be pretty too. But we're not even gonna go there. The point that I'm trying to make is, I'm happy. He's happy. Um, we're just at the point now where our biggest concern at this point is finding a bigger place in Philly. So if anybody knows of a place that I can move, well, not in Philly. I don't want to live in the city. I need suburban area, good schools and stuff. Because if I'm gonna be here, baby, I gotta be here. My child is not gonna be going to no little ratchet behind school. So if anybody knows of anywhere, or like can shoot me a hookup or something to that effect, please feel free to hit me up. And like I said, it'll be greatly appreciated. That's about it for this update. I'm probably not going to update again for until my next big occurrence. I felt like you guys should know that we are having a girl. And I am not opposed to baby things. So I will be putting up a link to the registry. Yes, I will. Right up in this area, I will be putting up a link to the registry. There's two. One to Babies R Us and one to Walmart. Because I'm not a fool, and I know that babies are expensive. And at this stage, I do not have 9 months to prepare. I have 4 months. The due date is January 29th. And we all know that that's a tentative date that can change. So between having to move and have a baby, and I just told you I just left class, so I'm in school. Anything would be great. I'm not asking, but if you're offering, I'll take it. Um, Other than that, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support and well wishes and congratulations. And I'm actually kind of overwhelmed by it in a good way. This could be just baby hormones talking at this point. In a good way, though. I'm very, very, just astounded by the reaction. I just really appreciate it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go home now because my car is about warm. And, hope you guys enjoy the video and stick around so I can keep you guys updated. And, of course, in January, we'll be unveiling beautiful Azalea. So until then, well, not then, until my next post. Peace out.